doing tea and things. I'm chilling with my homegirl.
Nia, what's up? It's another Wednesday. We got some tea to talk about, guys. We
And
got
some
things.
things.
So, let's get into it. Let's see what's going on with our celebrities. Well, I'm actually pretty proud of this story and young lady, Blac Chyna. So she's been stepping it all the way up. Okay.
Tell us about what's going on with Chyna. Can we call her Blac Chyna anymore? Or we just call her Chyna.
Chyna.
We don't call you Chyna.
But she took all the fillers out of her face and everything. So
she looks so much better.
She looks really good. I mean, I always thought she was a pretty girl regardless.
Yeah, she looks better though. Like, I feel like they don't realize, like, none of these girls that get like all of this work done, they never realize how pretty they are.
Yeah, I know.
And then you see them after all, like, they don't have all that, and you be like,
sometimes
why?
Sometimes the work could tear you up. I mean,
right? You are not being more beautiful than you were.
Vivica,
girl, I don't even. Girl,
you are gorgeous.
Girl, okay? I don't know
you
why.
My idol.
Why? She been
my nose. Not with that.
She been my idol ever since Soul Food. Okay, when she was what was her name was Frankie? No, I'm in the wrong movie.
Yeah,
I'm in the wrong movie.
Girl.
I'm in Set It Off, girl.
You talking to Cleo?
I'm talking to Cleo. But I loved her ever since her name was Shantae.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I know. But so Blac Chyna, she took out all the fillers
and looks beautiful.
And she looks beautiful. Beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
Natural beauty. And even it's been about a year since she lost her big Kardashian Jenner defamation lawsuit. But she's still, Kim is doing a line with Dolce & Gabbana, the Kim and Dolce & Gabbana, and Blac Chyna supported and wore the shirt. And
okay. I mean, no matter what they say, they still family.
Yeah, and that's what she said. She said that still dreams on, and I'm gonna, support her. So I think that was another big step.
Well, hopefully,
that was a big lawsuit she lost.
Well, hopefully, Kim, reciprocated the love. She ain't gotta give her no money, but just a simple cordial thank you or whatever, and keep it pushing. I think,
right, like the Hayward family,
right? Just an olive branch and a step in the right direction. Unfortunately, sometimes it always hurts you when you have to sue your family.
Yeah, but sometimes, unfortunately, it has to be done. I haven't had to sue mine.
Thank the Lord.
Thank the Lord.
Thank the Lord.
Thank the Lord. But I've had to drop some letters to some other people, some demand letters.
Right.
It's good to keep a lawyer on the roster. Lord.
Yeah.
But and moving on, so we're gonna go back, okay? If y'all young people are looking, get your Google out.
Oh,
so you
Lord.
Can know who this man is, okay?
Okay. Who we talking about?
So apparently Mr. Suge Knight.
Oh, not Suge. What Suge Knight doing?
Child. He's planning to have a life story turned into a series, kind of like BMF.
Like BMF.
Yes, and that would be very interesting.
Child,
what are you gonna tell us?
I am scared. Okay. I am sure. Are you gonna tell us where the bodies are buried, Suge? Just let me know, because I'm gonna be all eyes peeled, all four of my eyes. Okay.
I mean, hey. He'll get some viewers. I know that, because we all want to know.
We all want to know what happened to Biggie.
To Biggie, I mean, I think it goes beyond that. I think back in the day, they used to say at the beginning of one of the songs, it goes, "Suge Knight shot me."
Oh,
Lord. I never heard it.
What song is this?
That was on Machiavelli.
Oh, snap.
Have to go listen again.
I'm gonna definitely have. We ain't gonna put it on you. We're gonna let you put it on yourself.
Yeah, here's the thing. can Suge Knight do a series? Is he going to be? I mean, is the feds going to be coming after him again after he does it?
Child, I'm just gonna wave my church hand.
Kind of like, they say that the Rico with the rappers. Is there anything with the shows?
I don't know.
I've got a lot of killing going on.
I mean,
listen,
I am caught up with BMF, and I'm gonna have to say that I definitely am like, wow, these are some like true gangsters. Like, I really didn't understand. Like, I knew a friend of a friend of a friend who was associated with BMF, right? And so they used to always like tell us stories about different things, right? And I'm like, that can't be true. That just simply can't be true.
Well,
and I'm seeing these videos, and I'm seeing these shows, and I'm like, wowzers, this is really rough. I mean, maybe there's some truth to these stories, these fairy tales, these bedtime stories.
But he's doing such a great job playing his father.
Oh, he is so cute.
Isn't he?
Yes, he is adorable. He is super cute. Super cute.
You guys go make sure you check out episode 9. Y'all don't get mad, but that's my bestie that sets him up. Did you see Erica on the show? She set him up with the
I did.
Yeah. But it was all in the good. I called I was mad. I was like, B.
I saw
such and such. You set up Lil Me.
You set up Lil Me.
Pull up on you.
But I'm like, was he really that gangster like that?
I think they were.
Was his voice?
Remember,
was his voice deep like that?
I don't know, but I remember years ago when you would just straight, get off the plane, pull on 85 into Atlanta. They had a big sign that said BMF, welcome to Atlanta, BMF, or something.
What?
Yeah,
I remember that.
The
Wait a minute now. The only thing I do remember the So Def sign, but I definitely don't remember no BMF sign.
BMF had a sign.
Oh, Shuki.
They definitely had a sign. I remember that.
That is crazy. We trying to see what you talking about.
We trying to see what you talking about, and hope you keeping yourself safe. He's free, because then something happened some years back where he ended up at a McDonald's in the parking lot.
Girl, he is
arrested again.
He
must be a free man now.
Listen, he needs to be a friend of a friend of a friend of a friend that we could call if there's ever any beef. We know he gonna take care of it.
If you guys got a lot of money and need to hire a shooter, hit up Suge.
Lord Jesus. Don't put that out there on our podcast. Wait a minute now.
And moving on, guys. So, and y'all probably been seeing this all over the blogs, but I just had to come and talk about it. So, because when y'all come for Chris Brown.
Oh, Breezy. What's happening with Breezy?
Girl, Breezy done broke up a nice little young happy couple because he done decided to do a freaking lap dance on stage at one of his concerts.
Oh my God. Listen, him and the lap dances need to go somewhere, okay? Because they are just getting him in trouble. He throwing phones out into the crowd, breaking up happy homes. Chris Brown, sit down.
I love it. He's talented. But apparently the young man went to TikTok and said this lap dance was too much.
Oh my.
Left him no choice but to call it quits with his woman.
Well, what she was doing? Was she grinding back?
I think so.
She was trying to feel the print on the pants. Just trying to see.
Chris in these concerts and these pictures and these lap dances. Mr. Brown, we're going to need you to calm down a little bit.
Calm down.
A happy home.
But you know what? That ain't Chris's fault, though. She was doing too much for TV.
Well,
she knows she's in a relationship. How you trying to feel the print in the pants?
I mean, you at the concert and you end up on stage with Chris Brown. I mean, hell, I'll take the damn lap dance. Drop the mic.
I'm gonna sit down. I'm gonna sit back like this.
Lord, Yeah, I don't know how y'all feel about what Robin.
That sounds like some insecurity on the boyfriend's part, though.
I agree, Robin. He should let his girlfriend. She was at a Chris Brown concert. Let her have the time of her life.
That part.
The time of her life.
That part.
That part. Okay.
So I guess Chris Brown wasn't minding his manners. Do we have any more topics on our schedule for tonight?
No, we are gonna get into some things about some manners. Bring us in, Shanta.
So you know, in this day and age, I just feel like manners are not non-existent, but they're not like the golden standard anymore. You know, I feel like we're less mannerable. And so I think we need to talk about that. I feel like we need to talk about manners, what they represent, what is considered mannerable, and how do we get past it when people that we love and care about don't have any.
Yeah, that's an issue. Because guess what manners cost, guys? It's free.
Right.
It's a simple thank you.
Right.
No thank you.
Right.
Please.
Right. So I was just, kind of jotting down some thoughts about this whole thing. And so the first thing, please and thank you. Please and thank you goes a long way. But not please and thank you in a very sarcastic way. Because you know how you have some friends and they might be asking you a question, and at the end they'll say, please and thank you.
Please and thank you.
That is not manners, okay? That is somebody being sarcastic about the fact that they have no manners, okay? So please, a simple, hey, can you please do this for me? Thank you. Thank you so much. I really appreciate everything you did for me. That's not please and thank you.
Right. Well, I mean, I think it's really sad that there's actually, we want our kids to have manners, but there's a lot of grown folks out there. I can't even tell you, like, just pure strangers. I don't even know. Leaving out of a quick trip or whatever, I'll hold the door open.
And then just keep walking.
Don't say a word. And I'll be like, oh, you're welcome. And then I have to catch myself because that's confrontational, right? But
you're better than me, because if I open up the door, you don't say thank you, I'm going to just let it go and close it right on you. And then when you be like, I'll be like, oh, I'm sorry, I didn't see you.
But people are rude as hell, okay?
And I'm one of them.
And
if you push me.
And it's so sad because if you notice, it's in your family. And sometimes I feel like I don't want to bring certain people places because they don't have manners.
Right. Like opening the doors. I mean, that's a simple, like, mannerable gesture. But now I'm gonna tell you, I feel like it's to the extreme. Like sometimes me and Dwayne, we might go somewhere and he may open the door. I walk through the door, and then 4 people walk through the door. Like there's a whole nother door that can be open, but they're just walking out the door that he's holding open, and they're not saying thank you.
Rude.
Right.
Rude. Robin says that manners have been thrown out the window. I agree, especially with some
of these kids.
Yeah, that is true.
Which is so ridiculous.
But when you really think about it, like you run across so many adults with 0 manners that, kids kind of learn from their adult people, right?
Yeah, they learn from what they see. And so if they don't see you saying please and thank you at home, they're probably not saying please and thank you.
I'll tell you, one of the big things that bother me, and tell me if this is bad manners or not. I think it is bad manners. You take somebody out to eat with you, right? Mm-hmm. It's a group of people. Mm-hmm. It might even be your work function or whatever, and the waitress is getting a drink order, and this non-mannerable person say, "Oh, I'm ready to order." Like
they just taking a drink order
for everybody. They're taking a drink order for everybody. Like I mean,
the only time I think that would be okay
is if somebody's in a hurry and
they gotta
have
leave.
to eat and
That's the only time I think that's okay.
And I think with manners, you say, "Hey, I know you're getting the drinks, but you don't have to say it the way I'm saying it, but just use some kind of like tactfulness,
some couth."
Yeah, I don't know. I think Shantae, talk to these people about some manners.
Girl, you know what I think is so rude and irritating is when somebody knows that you're in the middle of doing something, say a podcast, and they're calling you and texting you. That's so rude.
Well, maybe they forgot the time. I don't know that that's bad manners.
I think it is, because I feel like when I'm in the middle of doing something, normally it's pretty routine. And I feel
that's not bad manners.
It is bad manners. It's rude. Extremely. For your phone just to keep buzzing and you in the middle of a podcast.
Or a meeting, if you told somebody, hey, texting them, hey, I'm in a Zoom meeting right now, I'll call you back. And they still blowing you up.
And you be like, OMG. And so, for all y'all that don't know, I have an Apple Watch, right? I don't have it on right now, but I have an Apple Watch, and I didn't know how to silence the beeps on the Apple Watch. And so one day I was in a meeting, and I quickly text the person back saying, hey, I'm in a meeting. I will call you later. They continued to text me, and my watch was going off. And I had to put my thing on mute and then look in the screen and try to take the stupid watch off because it was getting on my very last nerve. And then I had to slide it. That is bad manners. It's just simply
the person rude. Probably assumed that you had your phone on silent.
Either way, I couldn't answer it. I was in the middle of a meeting.
That's why they were texting.
If I'm in the middle of a meeting, I do not want to talk. If I say I'm in the middle of a meeting, that means I don't want to be interrupted.
Okay.
I mean,
I don't think of that as bad manners.
So if you in a meeting with your boss and you text me,
if you're calling my phone, then yeah, that's probably bad manners. But if you're texting me, if I'm telling you I'm in a meeting, you probably shouldn't be texting, but you probably figured that I have my phone on silent.
Yeah, no, because I feel like if I say I'm busy, then you need to respect that.
Because even when people text me and I'm at the doctor, I'll say, hey, I'm at the doctor. And they'll continue to text because they figure that I'm using good manners and have my phone on silent.
Girl, no. If I'm in a meeting, no, you should. Once I say I'm in a meeting and I'll hit you after I'm done, doesn't mean
you didn't say that part. I'm done.
I always say that. I'm in a meeting. I'll call you later.
Oh, okay. I thought you just said, I'm in a meeting right now. Because sometimes I'll be in a meeting. I'll be like, I'm in a meeting. Just text me.
Yeah. Now, if you say text me,
if you say I'll call you when I'm done, then yeah.
Yeah, but normally when I say I'm in a meeting, I don't have time to be focused on what you're saying, because every single time you beep my phone, I'm gonna look down like this. That means I'm not paying attention to who I'm dealing with, which is rude.
But anyway, y'all, we have to start getting better manners.
Yes, we do.
Because manners, I mean, these grown people that don't have them, these kids that don't have them, it's just rude.
And then consideration for your fellow man. Manners.
And it's embarrassing to be with somebody, to be out with a person without manners.
Let me ask you, do you think it's rude to be in the elevator and not speak? Like, if it's just two of you guys, like if
I mean, I don't know.
Like, if you're on the elevator and somebody gets on the elevator, is it rude not to speak?
I think it's rude. I think anytime you walk in, but not like in a Kroger, like,
hey, Kroger,
normally if I was to walk into an elevator, if I'm the one walking in and people are already there, I'm like, hey, how y'all doing?
Right. It don't have to be no long conversation.
Yeah. It don't have to be a conversation at all. I'm like, hi.
Right. I feel like that's so rude when people get on the elevator and they don't say nothing to you.
But
I mean, they don't have to. It is
I
not
don't think it's
like
bad manners.
it's not necessary, but it is neighborly, right?
Yeah, I don't think it's bad manners though. I don't think it's bad manners.
What about? Do you think that it's bad manners to like constantly interrupt somebody when they're talking?
I think it is. I'll tell you. That's rude. That's not nice manners. And oh my God, Jesus, when you're trying to tell somebody something and they're trying to, they want to like be the no of the no of the know it all. So they're trying to finish your sentence, and you're like, no, that's not what I was going to say. Like, no, you went way left. Like, if you let me just say the ending part, you know where I'm coming from.
I agree. Now, look, I had the worst problem with that, and I still a little bit got a problem with that. I'm not even gonna lie to you, but so
But I don't know. Is that bad manners? It's not really.
I think it is. I think
it is.
So here's the thing. I found in a study that is called active listening, right? So people who are trying to interject is because they're trying to get their point across, right? So I was like, oh, that's me. I'm trying to get my point across. So a lot of the times it's like nonverbal communication, right? That people are missing. So you're missing the fact that this person might be pausing. They're not done with what they're saying, but they might just be pausing to think through how they're going to say the next part. So you got to give them enough time to say whatever it is they're trying to say instead of interjecting yourself when it sounds like you're finished. I was like,
well,
okay.
That's different from what I'm talking about. So that's bad manners. Okay, well, what I'm talking about, you could be dead in the middle of a story and the person is like, boom, because they want to finish your story, and it's like, no, that wasn't what I was going to say. You're way left. Like, let me get my point across. Let me say what I'm saying.
Exactly. I'm working on it still, friends. So I'm being rude as hell and just love me for who I am.
Shantae has bad manners. No, but it's bad because sometimes I do hate bringing certain people places because they just don't have manners. Like they don't say thank you. They don't say you welcome. I mean, it's just kind of like, I don't know this person.
Or they don't say please.
I mean, just rude. Just blatantly rude. And I just don't think that's okay.
And you're like, where did you come from? And how are we friends?
Oh my God. Yeah, it's bad.
You have no couth, friend, and I can't bring you anywhere, but you're welcome to come to the house.
Lord.
If you wonder why you ever stopped getting an invite to go out, this may be the reason why.
Oh my God. Yeah.
So, or when they mumble and don't speak clearly when asked a question. Oh, that gets on my nerves. You'd be like, what did you say?
Bad manners. And I have somebody very close to me that does that. And I'm like, you need to articulate and open your mouth. It's so rude.
And annoying.
And I hate to say this, and y'all probably gonna get mad at me for saying this. But for anybody, no matter who you are, color, whatever, it's rude, it's annoying, it's bad manners to like somebody ask you a question or say hello to you or anything and you under your breath. But
what?
I was gonna say for Black men.
Oh boy. Oh boy. What you about to say?
It comes, people take it that, oh, you're just angry or whatever. When anger has nothing to do with it, you just don't open your mouth. But it is bad. It's a really bad trait. I'm sorry.
A bad habit. Yeah.
It's awful. Awful.
Yeah.
And it's rude.
Yeah.
And it could be taken the wrong way. I mean, it's rude for anybody, any color, anything. I mean, I have a real issue with, saying something to people and they don't say anything back.
Yeah, I don't like
confronted
that
people
either.
And they say, "Oh well, I said hi or I said thank you or whatever."
You
You're not
be
talking about
like,
people that I
yeah,
know that I'm
yeah.
in your face talking to you, and I'm like, but you mumbled under your breath, so I didn't hear you. Like, you're a grown ass person. Open your freaking mouth.
I agree with that. I don't like it when people don't reciprocate my friendliness.
You know, or even if you're not feeling it, you're in a bad mood, and just be like, "Oh, hey girl, but
I just ain't into it today.
I'm not good right now. I don't want to talk today."
Right.
I'm okay. I only can respect that.
Right.
But you're not gonna just like ignore me in my face and mumble under your breath. That's rude.
Exactly. So we gonna get into this 5-minute tip. And my tip today has to do with packing.
Oh.
So, for all of you guys who like to vacation or staycation,
And vacation season is here.
It's here and popping. For those who like to vacation, what I will tell you is that preparation is always key. So whenever I'm getting ready to go on vacation, I try to come up with a list of items that I may need for this trip. So when packing, I might sit down and make my list and check it twice and make sure that I got everything that's naughty and nice in my bag.
So you're saying start early. Start early.
Well, I ain't gonna go there. I'm saying start with a list.
Okay.
Even if it's last minute, at least that way you will know that when you get ready to board that plane, you have not missed a single thing when all your list is checked off nice and good.
I know. I should have listened. I'll be vacationing tomorrow. I have no list, and I'm not packed, and I will be leaving at 6 in the morning.
So when she's scrambling around like this, she gonna wish she had that list to be like, okay, yeah, I did all of that.
Yes, but that's a great idea. Yes, to make a list, and it's free. It costs you nothing.
Cost you
And
nothing.
save you a lot of stress and pain,
and sometimes
anxiety.
money, because if you forget some things you cannot go without, and you end up having to buy it when you are out of town.
Yeah, and you go buy it at that little boutique
that cost you
convenience store. That Dove deodorant is gonna cost you $18.
Right, instead of the $4.99 at Kroger.
I've been there.
Lists are life.
Lists are life. I'm with it.
I am definitely with it. Well, next week, guys, actually, we may take a hiatus next week. We'll see. But if we do not take a hiatus, you can check us out on Wednesday night on the replay. And we love you guys for always checking in.
If y'all have any topics you want to discuss, hit us up at
TEAN Thangs with a Z at gmail.com. We would love to hear what you want us to talk about.
Any comments, concerns, or questions, hit us up. It has been another fabulous Wednesday. We'll see you guys next week.
Same time, same place. Well, maybe